And hello everyone. So we are live here. Another stream. Starting the week right on Monday with your favorite streamer. No nonsense as usual. But first class stream here. Caribbean I am here. International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar. Very fresh stream layout as usual. And we'll be live on chess.com TV in 10 minutes. So guys, how are you all doing here? We had a long week. I don't know about you. But last week for me, it was a long week. So we'll wait for some of you guys to join in. All right. There's some fresh water there. Quench my thirst.
Music licensing reimagined.
I don't want the music too loud. I don't want it too soft as well. Alright guys, so if you're all joining the stream, be sure to comment in the chat here. Do we have any returning viewers? Any usual friends? Drop it in the chat. Let me welcome you guys, man. Let me give a big welcome here. Caribbean warm welcome. Send a welcome to everyone here. Alright, we get a challenge here. Let's play. Hello, my friend. Alright, e4. Then we play pawn d5 here. d3, okay. Opening up your bishop. Let me play knight to c6. Develop my knight. Knight f3, okay. Bring out my other bishop. Bishop g5, so playing quite aggressive. Attacking my queen. I don't like that too much.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I can attack you with my pawn here. So guys, if we have anyone new joining in here today, be sure to hop in on the chat there. We always, like to welcome people here. With some new viewers are welcome. I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar from Trinidad and Tobago here. So white is playing very solid. That's a good move. The d6 here. Take back with the pawn. That wasn't such a good idea, Mr. David. It was now your 2 pawns are doubled here, okay. Let's get my bishop out here, pin the knight.
Music licensing reimagined.
Don't think you're too careful here. Now I could take this knight. And my queen will be coming by your king. This looks like it's not going too good for white. And the king is running away. Let me try to take your bishop.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's go knight here. Alright, so if we have any new viewers coming in here, International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar here from Trinidad and Tobago. Take that. I believe we could play knight e7 here.
Music licensing reimagined.
I should be able to take this. That looks like a free pawn. It looks like another free pawn as well. King is not looking too safe. Let's try pawn to c5. I'm threatening checkmate in 1. Okay, you see that? Still play pawn to b5. Get rid of that bishop.
Music licensing
Where's this king running? Where's the king going? King is running. The king is out for a nice little stroll. Huh. Must be some sort of checkmate here. Check. King again has to run. Other rook coming with check. King again runs. Huh. Very fun. I can't move my knight because of
music licensing
your bishop.
reimagined.
Coming with my queen check here. King again is running. I'll simply move my king to get my knight out of the pin. Bishop there. Okay, now I'm coming. I would like to come in with my pieces. Check. If your king is not looking too happy. Another check. Yeah, this one is, the king is in an unfortunate position. King is in an unfortunate position. Oh no. That would be a checkmate there. You played well early on. You played well early on, but later on it collapsed. Like usually in the beginning here, this is good. You played fine. Like all here was completely fine. This was good. Knight out was good. Pawn here was good, but there was no reason to take my pawn here because your pawn is in the center. And if I take on d4, you simply take back. You should have focused more. For example, you could bring your bishop out to c4 with check and then get your king to safety. So the main problem was your king was not safe at all. Okay, don't worry, I accepted it. So your king was not safe. That was the main problem in the game. You was taking too many pawns. You moved your knight twice, for example, your knight on c3 and moved 2 times, but you forgot about your bishop on f1. That bishop, it didn't move. So you should move your pieces that are not developed, get them in the game first, and then you look after the other pieces that need to still be brought out. So yeah, you see you brought out your pieces, but your king was in the center, so it took too long. You see I castled and got my king to safety early. You should have tried to do that. Queen h4. Your king managed to run, so it was actually safe here. f4 takes. Yeah, there was no reason to push your pawn to f4.
Artlist
You actually could have just taken this free pawn on c7. Takes, knight e7 takes. And yeah, you blundered. You blundered this pawn. You blundered this pawn.
music licensing
Let me see.
reimagined.
Okay, we could play one more game, but then I'll have to accept other challenges. One more, then I'll have to accept some other challenges. E4. And make sure my internet is fine. Advanced variation. There's some strange French defense you're playing here. Play pawn here. Let me try to be a bit aggressive here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, I'll take this knight here. I'll take that gladly. Bring my bishop out. So I'm playing simple chess, bringing my pieces out.
Artlist I
What do you mean? I'm a Christian, my friend. I'm a Christian, my friend, who asked that in the chat.
music licensing reimagined.
All right. So for anyone that's joining in, we have here, we starting the week off correctly with a good old Caribbean stream. Come in here. Some chess, some good old chess to explain my thoughts. I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar, highest rated player from Trinidad and Tobago and from the Caribbean. ID2, simple development. Right. Huh. Where are you going? Looks like you have some ideas.
Artlist IO.
Not playing too bad. Okay, bring my queen in here. So guys, if you all are new here to the stream, comment and chat here. Hello, my friend Stefan Gull. You're always joining in from school. Like you look like you never pay attention. You're always watching the chess streams. Let's take this pawn here.
Music licensing.
So this is a different kind of stream, guys. This is not the usual stream you all are accustomed to, where people just randomly talk and just show some random stuff. Here we're actually trying to improve our chess and get better by seeing how I think. So black sacrificed a lot of pawns in order to castle. My question is, could I just grab this other pawn on h7? But is there really a need for that? Because I'll open too many lines. Could become a little bit unsafe. Let's just safely move my queen back.
Artlist IO.
Alright, so if we have anyone new, drop in chat where you all coming from. If anybody knows where I'm from the Caribbean. Not like your usual streamers you all see.
Licensing reimagined.
Alright, so what's black going to do? Black is playing aggressive, oh no! What about this bishop here on a4? Where is this bishop going to go? Because you just moved the knight. I can take this bishop, my friend, here. Black trapped his own bishop, unfortunately. Alright, guys. Rook f4.
Artlist IO.
I look like now I can take this pawn, I believe. Because my queen has the clear diagonal to come back.
Music
So taking the pawn is actually a move signifying my queen wants to return and come back here. So I'm not taking the pawn because I'm greedy and I want the extra pawn when I'm up a piece, and when I'm taking the pawn because I want my queen to be able to escape from this diagonal. So guys, we're starting off our week in the right way. Some chess here from the Caribbean International Master, the Caribbean Chess Master here, that's me. And we want to give you all a good chess stream here. If you all have any questions, anything like that, you all are always welcome to ask. Can I not simply take here and then take the bishop on e7? Okay, he took with the pawn. Let's come back with my queen. Because now that I'm up a piece, usually when you're up a piece, what you want to do is make sure all your pieces are safe. You're not blundering anything. And time should naturally tell. Is that not a free bishop, my friend? Can I not take this here? Can I not recapture here, my friend? Why did you give me a free bishop? And now I can simply defend my knight. Black was too ambitious. I could have also taken on a6. I could still take on a6 check.
Artlist.io.
King is running. We can actually give a check here, and it's not looking too good for black. So do we have any new viewers here today? Where you all guys tuning in from? Do we have the same? I know we have the same usual fans. Yeah, check here. I want to give some checkmate. Check. And this is checkmate here. Good game, my friend. You played good, but at some moment you trapped your own bishop. And things didn't look too good here. So let's continue with some rapid games. And I'll start explaining my thought process. And we're playing some slow, instructive chess. So if we have any new viewers here, let's be sure to drop that in chat here. Tell me where you guys coming from. Let's play e4. This guy is playing the Karukan. Now against the Karukan, I have a very nice variation. It's called the, I can't remember the name, but it's where you bring the knight on e5 and it confuses black very early on. So you have ideas of bishop b5, but first I play d4 defending my knight. I'm seeing what he's going to play. Now I simply play c3. And this knight on e5 is quite annoying very early on. It's not that easy to deal with it actually. Let's see how black manages to deal with this. So guys, how did y'all spend your weeks last week here? Hello my friend from India here. Very good. What city are you coming from? Are you from Tamil Nadu? Are you from... What is this, my friend? What is this? Is this a free piece? The guy gave me a free bishop. Oof. That was... You see, guys? What other chess master wins in 7 moves? other than me here. Hello, my friend from India. Ooh, are you a serious chess player? A club player? What kind of chess are you playing, my friend? Alright, let's continue here. So guys, I want to explain my thought process when I'm playing slowly. Try to explain some concepts, some opening theory. Here, let me choose... let's choose the Karukan here. Very solid, nice open. Usually Karukan is good when you want a solid, safe game. Not too much theory to remember. e5 is the advanced variation. And here I'll choose the classical bishop f5. The whole point of this is black wants to get his bishop out of the pawn chain. Play pawn to e6, so that way I connect the pawn chain while my bishop is outside and not closed on c8, and my other bishop is open. In the French defense, the bishop usually stays on c8. Ah, my friend, so you're not into chess seriously? Ah, very good, my friend, very good. So what is our rating at, my friend? Are you FIDE rated? Are you like a 1800 or so? Or are you some expert player? Maybe you can send me a challenge after this one, my friend. Oh, what went on here? What went on with the board, guys? My friend. No, my friend. You asked me 4 times already. I was going to play with you, but you asked too many times, so no. No. You can't come like that. Go from here.
IO.
No, my friend, no. Okay, yeah, let's go bishop b6. Looking at f2 here. 1200. Okay, that's starting out then, I guess. Okay, I am my international master. I'm the highest rated player in the English speaking Caribbean. I play chess. Well, that's my job. So I'm a professional chess coach, chess author. I write courses on Chessable. I have 5 courses here. And it was my job to help people improve. So when I'm streaming here, I really want to give away some tips that you guys could truly take away and feel like you'll learn something. Not some random kind of stream. Not like that. We want instructive streams.
Artlist IO.
Okay. You're playing after decades. That's good. So what made you stop playing chess for that long time? Okay, Unite. I can play.
Music licensing reimagined.
So I can just develop my knight. Queen c7, I can. No, Queen c97. Play nice and solid. Very good, my friend. Well, listen, you will learn a lot for free by looking at the stream, my friend. So let me explain to you what's going on here. So some opening principles, usually in the opening, you probably know, but it's always good to repeat it. You want to get all the pieces out safely, you want to castle. And then if you all the pieces out and you castle, it's already a big accomplishment. So white here, he's pinning my knight to the queen, and this is a deadly pin here as well on c6. So I would like to move my queen out of that pin. Otherwise, some trouble could happen. Let's check how I can best deal with this, honestly, guys. If I move my queen here, he will take bishop e7. And then I might have to even take with the king. Now that might not be too bad, actually. Not taking with the king, I ain't like that. Queen. Bishop takes d4, knight takes d4, queen a5, check is one option, followed by perhaps some castling. Yeah, the position is not too easy here. How should we continue? Rook c8. Rook c8 is an option here. It looks solid. Castles. He'll play simply bishop c6, bc6, and knight c6. That's not good. I believe you have to play bishop takes d4 to just have the a5 square for the check. Hello, my friend, Mr. Nama Vedu. Where you coming from? Very strange he's taking this long to immediately recapture. Very strange. Why is he taking so long to simply recapture? Very strange. Takes with the knight. Do I play this queen a5 check? Let's try this queen a5 check.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we get my check here. We get out of the pin with tempo. Always tempo is a good thing. If you have a problem and you can solve it with tempo, that's a good idea. What tempo means? When you make a move and your opponent has to reply to it. So usually when you make a check, your opponent has to reply to it. Hello, my friend. Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Where are you coming from, my friend? Are you from Trinidad as well? Yeah, I'm the number 1 player from the highest rated player from Trinidad and Tobago and the English speaking Caribbean. Yeah, my friend, that's the goal. We go in for that. Without making any joke. Let's take here. Queen d2. So, Mr. D-Fish, where are you from? Very good. That's some local support, man. That's All is very good here. Huh. What are you doing now? I don't even want to eat my bishop. Let me tell you that. I want him to eat my bishop. Let me move my bishop, yes? Let's move the bishop simply. Ah, that's very good, man. It's very good. You went to UE. So you're still living in Trinidad, or you migrated? Very good. You come to the stream, my friend. Look. Oh, huh? You pick well, that was not bad at all. But you know, Trinidad, we don't have too many tournaments. We only have like one every 2 months now. So the chess really dead in Trinidad. It really, yeah, man. It don't have too much chess in Trinidad. People do other things. All right, guys. So where else are you all coming from in the stream here? Where are you all guys watching from? Take with the knight. If he trades, we'll have opposite color bishops, which might be a little bit hard to win, but we'll try. Generally, opposite color bishops hold a very high. You saw a Jamaican chess player. Man, let me tell you, Trinidad has the best chess players in the Caribbean. I'm telling you, in the entire English-speaking Caribbean, I'm the highest-rated player. So, let me tell you, Trinidad will be much better than Jamaica and those other Caribbean by far, by miles. That's a fact. Nobody could dispute that or anything. They can't play in Jamaica. Alright. Well, good, my friend. Good. Let's play pawn to c5, I think. Yeah, usually a good rule is when you have like a bishop, the third world chess champion, Jose Raul Capablanca, he always used to say, for example, if you have a light squared bishop, you should put your pawns on the opposite color of that bishop. You know why? Because imagine I place all my pawns on light squares, like here, then all these dark squares would be weak, and my light squared bishop cannot cover them. Whereas if I put the pawns on dark squares, they cover all the squares my bishop does not cover. So that's why I'm trying to play c5 to put my pawns on the opposite color my bishop, following the famous rule by Mr. Jose Raul Capablanca, the third world chess champion. What's my blitz rating? My blitz rating is like 20 on chess.com is like 2500. But anybody who knows me, I like my classical chess blitzes for fun and explaining here, and for you guys to learn something. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Look, I'm telling you something, my friend. I had a peak rating of 2477 FIDE, which was very close to Grandmaster. I have all my Grandmaster norms. I just need the rating. So I lost a lot of rating in the last years, but we're gonna come back up there. We're gonna be the first GM from the Caribbean, man. Be sure about that. Alright here. So my opponent is thinking. He's trying to devise some sort of plan. So we have a lot of viewers from India. We have some local viewers from back home in Trinidad. Do we have anybody from USA? Do we have anybody from Europe? Do we have any? Look, in Trinidad first of all, I am the only IM from Trinidad. We have one other IM, but he don't play again. So in Trinidad, we only have, in the history of Trinidad, there were only 2 IMs. Everyone has his FIDE Masters. I believe not only from Trinidad, from the entire English-speaking Caribbean. One. I don't want him to get his h5, h6 into harass me. If you get pawn h5, he will start a harass me there. I don't want that. I want my bishop to be safe. Well, if I could play h6, but then he will play h5 and crap me there. Alright, guys. So if you all are new to the stream, I am International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar from Trinidad and Tobago here from the Caribbean. Now, maybe you all don't know where that is, but if you all ever saw the movie with Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean, then you know where my country is. You know, the people with the swords. Our country is just like it was depicted in the movie, no difference. So you all already know about my country. It was in Pirates of the Caribbean. In fact, it was probably filmed in Trinidad and Tobago. And you already know how we go here. All right. So improving my king in the end game. The king is a big active piece, guys. So we always like to improve the king in the end game. Usually this is the only place the king could be improved, in the end game. Because if you improve your king in the middle game, you usually will result in you getting checkmated. So here my king is nice and safe. It defends my pawns. And then I want to devise some sort of plan here. I'm cooking it up. I'm trying to think, what should I plan here? What could I plan? I want to exert some pressure. And on the queen side. So if I can play the move pawn to a4, I'll be happy. I'll be quite happy if I can play that move pawn to a4. That's very good, my friend. Very good. Well, thank you for tuning in and for the support. It's always good to have a local watching. That's what we do the streams for. So very good and thank you, brother. Let's see what we could play here now. Bishop e4, he plays f3. d4. Let's try this move. My idea is maybe I want to play some d4. Maybe hint at some king d5. I put the rook on b8 here to already hint at his b3 pawn. So if he moves the c pawn, the b3 pawn will be weak. Now one thing I don't like too much is my bishop on g6. I feel like it could be improved. I feel like something could be done. f3. Or do I play d4 here? Feel like I have to go for this move here. Following the Capablanca's rule. Following Capablanca's rule, guys. Does anybody know who's Jose Raul Capablanca, the third world chess champion? Now, a lot of people play chess these days. If you all watch those other streamers, except if there's some like good grandmaster or some master, you all wouldn't know who on earth is these world chess champions. But because you all have a good coach here, Jose Raul Capablanca was the third world chess champion, and you can learn a lot from him. So guys, if you're now starting out chess, you're like a beginner here, the first thing you need to do, other than learning these basic tactics and patterns, you need to know the history of the game. You need to know some of the world chess champions. Otherwise, how could you be playing a game and you don't know the founders of the game? It's the same thing like in mathematics, in all these academic subjects. People always study the history. They study where it came from, who had what theory and all of that. It's the same thing in chess. So let's play rook b4. Now his bishop moved here and my rook could come here. So we're harassing him. Alright. Okay, now his bishop came back where it was. Good. Now I move back. He wasted a move. Now my other rook is ready to come here. Now again, I don't have any realistic. He should be able to defend, but his pawns are on light squares. And because of my light squared bishop, I'm trying to harass him here. So guys, does anyone have any questions for me? What chess books are you guys reading? What chess books are you guys reading these days? Now, a lot of people, that's like a crazy question to ask someone these days. Like, nobody reads chess books again. Everyone just watches these cheap tricks on YouTube, give mating 4, some opening traps. But back in my days, and in the real Soviet Union, the real chess players' times, they would something known as chess books. That was known as the best way to improve. Can I play pawn to c4 actually? And crush him here? Does this not just take him apart? I want pawn to c3 to fork his bishop and king. And I may even have some tactics with bishop takes c2. Not yet. No. Can I play d3? So if cd3, rook b3. Bishop takes c2, he will take with the rook. If he takes with the king, there's d3 check. So bishop c2, he takes with the rook simply. If c3 check, he just plays king a2. So I'm looking at d3. This looks like the move here. Because now I'm undermining the defender of the b3 pawn. If cd3, I play rook b3 simply. Oh, bishop takes d3 first. But rook takes b3 comes with check. I believe I'll play that first. They're winning how to win at chess by Gotham Chess. I never read that book. Was very popular. I don't know anything about it honestly. But Gotham Chess is very. It's funny that I have actually the same rating as him now. We have around the same FIDE rated. So that's quite funny. I used to be much higher rated, but my rating dropped so low that I have around the same rate. I can say I have like the similar rating as Gotham Chess now. I don't know if that's a good thing to say or a bad thing to say. If it's a good thing to say, I have the same rating as Gotham Chess. Hey, he's very good. He produces a lot of content for chess community. So what I can say, good guy, Mr. Levy. How do we win this here? Rook. I have to be careful here. I don't want him to blockade. To start to blockade everything. He wants to take my rook. So if I defend my rook, I have to be careful at this pawn on a5. So guys are talking too much, you know. I have to think more. Situation here is a little bit tense, eh? Takes. If I takes his king coming in the game, I don't like that too much. I don't know if I have a choice. Take with the pawn. Let's take here and then improve my king. Why not improve my king here and attack his pawn actually? Yeah, can I just take this?
Music licensing reimagined.
Looks free to me. Let's come back here. I just grabbed it free. Let's play f6 honestly. I mean, let's block out e5 square. He ain't coming in nowhere. He can't even come to b1 because my bishop is too strong. It looks like we outplayed him. Bro, why you spamming the chat? Mother. Play rook b3 check. And we won here. Alright guys, so if you're new here, come to YouTube. We have some clown spamming the chat here. Let's deal with this clown accordingly. Let's put this clown in a timeout for spamming the chat. This clown here. Alright. So guys, how are you all doing here? So we have one guy, his favorite book is Way at Chess by the famous Gotham Chess. I said I never read that book. Thank you, my friend. Yes, we see we outplayed him with the opposite colored bishops. Alright. Alright here. So we had some fools spamming the chat here, but we won't let that serve our stream here. We will continue. So look how we outplayed this guy here. Okay, my friend, send me a challenge. You send me, you can send. We're playing rapid today. Send me a 10-minute unrated challenge if you want to play here. Playing some slow chess. Look, Hikaru can say that, but I completely disagree with him here. Everybody has their own methods. He was from a kid. He had all kinds of coaches and was learning the game from very young. So he can say what he wants to say. I don't think that's correct. I think books are very, very useful. You know, it's a different thing if you use courses. But if you work alone and all you do is play games and analyze your games, I don't think you realistically will improve too much from that. I know for me, my personal experience, how much working through books helped me very quickly here. And they help any world chess champ, classical world chess champion. They would say that. So you see, like, look how we all play this guy here. So we first started the strategy. In the end, what some guy saying, you don't need any books. You see, that's the problem with the younger generation is brain rot. Everyone thinks they're too smart. They think they don't need any books. Exactly. So they have people these days, they read books and became grandmasters like that, or IMs, but they're telling people not to read any books. So that's like people built on rock and telling people to build a house with sand.
Music licensing reimagined.
Uh-huh. So we have a friend here says he started playing chess after a lot of years, never anything serious, grinding out of 200 for 30, but can't play anything less than 1510. So first of all, when I try to diagnose someone for chess here, when I try to diagnose someone for improvement, the first thing is actually quite important, your age, because chess is like languages, guys. Now, that's why you see a lot of kids, like, you see they start the game of chess at 6 or 8 and they become grandmasters very quickly. For example, Gukesh, Mishra Abhimanyu, and players like that. They become very good very quickly, because when you are young, your brain absorbs knowledge very quickly, especially tactical patterns and pattern recognition. That's a fact. And when you're older, for example, like after, I don't know, 25 or after 20, oh, you're 27, right? So if I were you here and you want to become better, you should focus on learning the basic tactics, but you have to be prepared that tactics and chess has different skills. For example, visualization is a very important skill that's not necessarily connected to chess. Why a lot of people are good at chess? Because they have good visualization. For example, in their head, they can see clearly how the position will look like in the next 2-3 moves if the pieces are moved. And a lot of people who start later have a problem with visualization. For example, if they calculate variations and they see the pieces moving. So let's say, like, I want to calculate pawn here, king here, king here. Not king here, king is not a knight, king here. Some people, they have a trouble to visualize that position in their head. And that's a very huge skill in chess. You have to be good at visualization. It's possible to train it. There are actually some books that train visualization. That's one of the most important skills in chess. People may not tell you about it, but visualization. And then you need to be able to evaluate positions. And then you need to be able simply to avoid blunders. Before you make a move, you need to say, okay, what could my opponent do after I play this? Is there any pieces on the attack? And whenever your opponent makes a move, you ask yourself, what does he want with this move? What is my opponent's idea? That way you already will cut out a lot of blunders. And definitely there are a lot of books you could study to get your game up. Breaking the 1000 rating barrier is not a difficult thing once you have the correct study plan. So I wouldn't be worried if I were you. So my friend, I didn't see you send me any challenge. What is your username? I'm seeing several challenges. So my friend, Mr. Garuf, what is your username here? I don't see your challenge, my friend. Yes, thank you, my friend. But look, if you definitely want to improve, you have a lot of free information on this stream here, my friend. And look, trust me, these days in the chess community, it's worse than it was back in the days. Because back in the days, you had only like 3 chess books, and everyone knows those chess books are good. So if you want to become better, you read those books. These days, there are too many chess books, and half of them ain't good. And you don't know which book to read, which book not to read. So it's like a big sea of information, and people get lost. But luckily, I ain't seen your challenge. I see it. But these days in chess, there's too much resources. But luckily on chess.com and sites like Chessable, there are a lot of good courses, and they're quite beginner friendly. And if you want to become a premium member on chess.com, you could check out my affiliate link in the description, and you become a premium member and you get access to a lot of features. You can do puzzles with ease. You have a lot of premium features here. Chess.com will be a whole much better experience. And you can check out my courses on Chessable. I'm a prominent on Chessable author. I have 5 courses there. Alright, my friend, let me accept this challenge here. Alright. So let's see what this guy gonna play here. Alright. C4, let's play pawn to E6, quite classical. We want to play pawn to D5, playing the style of the old masters. There's no need to play no crazy kings in there and nothing too wild. Let's play D5 here, take my share in the center. So in the opening, we like to play like that, just take the center, develop our pieces. Nothing too crazy. Knight F6. So I'm developing my pieces. I'm going to castle here. I don't need to play anything too crazy. As I said, just developing the pieces and castle, taking the center, making sure everything is protected. I'm not worried at all. Let's see how he wants to play now. B3. No, I can play pawn D4, taking some more space in the center as he allowed me. I'll now follow up simply with pawn to C5, taking some even more space. E4. This is a funny system by white. It's quite a funny system, I forgot. I think black shouldn't take actually, but I'll take it. It was not taking it complicates the matters here. I believe black shouldn't take the pawn though. Queen E2. Cannot just take here, my friend. I didn't understand that move. I don't understand this chess. Okay, he's playing some gambit kind of style. Knight C3. Split knight G4, attack his rook. Play knight out to D4. Kicking his queen back. Forcing him to think. Play queen takes check. Looking at his king. Now if I take with the queen, he wants bishop b2.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, continue. Queen c3, bishop b2. Queen will have to move to a5, and he takes queen g4. It's not pleasant.
Artlist.io.
Knight e5, bishop b2. He can play with bishop b2. Knight d3, then rook d1.
Music licensing.
Think something went a little bit wrong here. I don't like too much how I played this. I think I can still take queen f5. I think I can still take this, honestly.
Artlist.io.
And I think I can just come back here and defend my king.
Artlist.io.
Pawn f6. Now I need to urgently get my queen back in the defense. Otherwise this could be quite problematic.
Music licensing reimagined.
But now black seems a little bit solid here, but white does have some compensation. For sure. Let's come back with my queen. I don't see any reason to Not come back with my queen to the defense. My queen on a5 is completely out of the game. I don't see any reason not to play bishop d6 now, kick his queen. Generally e5 I like to play. Let's play e5 guys. Let's not be scared of any light squares, nonsense or anything like that. His bishop is closed. I stop d4. He shouldn't be able to give me any sort of checkmate. He wants bishop e4. Let's develop. Let's simply develop. Development is key. If you develop all your pieces, play logical chess, nothing bad should happen. I wanted to develop my bishop, but he would take the b7 pawn.
Music licensing reimagined.
So that's why first I have to play queen e7. I don't think he has some compensation still. That's a fact. I'm play g6 here. I need to stop the mate. No need to think too long about that. He wants rook h3. He's playing quite aggressive. Can I play f5? Let's play simply bishop e6, develop. Rook f1. Let's attack in here. He wants to take. Can I play rook f7 is the question.
Artlist.io.
Daimon said he can play g5.
Music licensing.
Let's take this.
Artlist.io.
Have to be careful not to flag.
Artlist.io.
Alright, this check.
Music licensing reimagined. Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, and that was a close one there. That was a close one there. Huh. Let's analyze that game there.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, we won up one in the opening, but something went wrong. So c5 is actually... there's a little trap from white. c5, e4, d takes.
Music license.
Queen e2 is just a pawn here. Yeah, knight g4 and bishop f6. I should have continued with here. Knight g4, knight d4 takes, king h1. Yeah, queen c... I missed knight h2. This nice kind of desperado tactic. So I'm going to take knight on c3, but before then, I simply could sacrifice the knight with tempo attacking his rook. And after king takes, take queen c3. And we'd have all of that except of a pawn. And yeah, it was black was better here of a pawn. e5 here, it's close my bishop here. He found his g4. Simply use queen c7. If g4 again, h6. But again, it's not that simple here. So guys, what do you think about that game?
Licensing reimagined.
Yeah, this one got tough here because he got compensation. And in the end, I got the pawn. We had this end game. Yeah, just played bishop d6. Yeah, but his time ran out here, so yeah, you got him. So guys, where you all tuning in from? I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar from Trinidad and Tobago here, with #1 player in the English speaking Caribbean here, and we have a very special stream for you guys here. We don't have any usual stream here. This is a special kind of stream. It's a Caribbean style stream here. Here we want to actually learn. So if anyone has any questions, anybody wants any book recommendation, any study plan, if anyone says, okay, every day I do 1 hour tactics, I do 2 hours, I learn my King's Indian, I do 3 hours of whatever. Very good. Well, I actually live in Serbia now. I live in Novi Sad. Are you from Serbia, my friend? Mr. Are you from Serbia? Yeah, so here in the stream here, we want people to learn here. So we like instructive kind of chess. We like people to learn. We like people to ask questions. We like everyone knows each other here.
Artlist.
So this stream here is no ordinary stream here. On zdravo prijatelji, dobrodošli. Ovdje je pravo mesto da učišak.
Music licensing reimagined.
Da ja živim u Novi Sad, ali ja sam iz Trinidad i Tobago. My friend, you had your chance, my friend. I want to play with some other viewers, my friend. But you played a very good game. I must say, you played a very good game. All right. So very good. I hope if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, and you could stick around. You could stick around for more, because we'll be streaming regularly, and here you could see all kinds of tips and knowledge here. So let's play one more game here and try to get the games going. We don't want you guys we not only sit down and talking. We like to play some chess too. Pass on some knowledge here.
Licensing reimagined.
So Mr. Subotic, I hope you subscribe, and we could hope to see you here some more often. e5. Play the Sicilian defense. And what do we do in Sicilian? Play knight to c3 here. And here I like to play bishop to b5, threatening to take his knight, double his pawns. And when he plays knight d4, I have my special move that I cover on my course on Chessable. slow and steady at full repertoire in Sicilian. Pawn to a4. The idea is it's a very useful move, and if he takes my bishop, when I take back with the pawn, he's already in a critical situation here. My rook is in the game, his pawn is taking a lot of space. He didn't want to do that. This is my special secret weapon I've been devising in Sicilian and release a course on this. She's playing g6, nothing out of the ordinary. I play d3 here, open up my bishop. I continue my development, again provoking him to take my bishop. Alright my friends, see you next time. Subscribe, and there's a lot of videos on the YouTube channel if you want to improve your chess. So you could check out my videos, some playlists, you'll learn a lot. Thank you for coming. The bishop c4. Again, my bishop out of the way. So let's see what does our friend here from India want to play. Ah, he's playing knight f6. Huh. Take. So if I take on d4, cd4. Huh.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's just castle first of all. Whenever you're not sure what to do, castling cannot be a bad idea. Getting your king to safety, completing the development. How could that be a bad idea? d6. So now he wants bishop g4 to pin my knight. So that's why it's always good to ask what your opponent wants. So now I'll take his knight and then move my knight safely. Attack his pawn on d4. He most likely has to defend it with e5. Alright guys, so how are you all doing here? Does anyone need any recommendations for some books? Guys, drop in the chat what's your favorite chess book. What chess book did you guys learn the most from? If you all still read any chess books, or what course you all like. How do you all learn chess these days? That's a strange move, guys. Let's kick his queen. Go from here. Be gone. Or as we say in Trinidad, gone so. Alright, queen c5. And now I'm thinking to make a simple developing move. Bishop d2. Looking at the b4 square. Maybe I'll play b4. b4. That's a good question. Let's try the tricky move queen e1. Maybe I have bishop b4 here. Try to trick this guy here. Tricks are not only for kids. Chess masters use tricks all the time. Try to set up some traps for their opponents. Whenever you're playing your game, remember chess is a game of two. So whenever you make a move, your opponent has an idea too. So you play knight captures e4. So did we miss something here? If he takes with the pawn, he takes queen takes c4. Phew, did we miss that? Looks like I have to play bishop b4. If pawn to b4, queen c7, simply play bishop b4.
Music licensing reimagined.
Huh. So we missed that, man. I was just talking about looking at the opponent's ideas and I missed his idea. That's not too good. So yeah, if I take a, he take queen c4. If I take on f7, he takes back, and now c2 is actually would be hanging. How do we continue in this position? Let's try a counter tactic knight d4. Oh, that's not too ideal. Let's see how we can manage here in what we have here. Sometimes, you know, when you make a mistake, the first thing you have to do is calm yourself down and adjust to the new situation on the board. Hey, we have to take care. Alright, if we lose the pawn, what to do? What to do, guys? If I know rook b1, maybe rook e1. Be a little bit more aggressive, target him here. Bishop f6 here. Quite a solid move here. Huh. How could we try to create some counter play now? Will be the question. My dark square bishop isn't too good, but it defends this pawn here. He wants bishop f5, perhaps. Maybe we could play pawn c3 and cement my pawn and my bishop on b4 and try some bishop d5. Hello, my friend, Mr. Ricky Chess. You're coming in late here, my friend. Coming close to the end. Hello, my friend. Where you coming from, Mr. Sinewin? Oof. Queen f3. Let's try queen f3. Get bishop d5. Attack bishop d7. So guys, where you all coming in from? Where do we have viewers from today? I'm international master Alan Safar Ramoutar from Trinidad and Tobago here. The highest rated player in the English speaking Caribbean, and I'm gonna bring you guys some interesting chess here. Explain my thought process. So now we're dealing with defending our worst position. So we blundered a pawn here, not intentionally. Not intentionally for education, clearly for educational purposes, we blundered the pawn on purpose. So now, how to defend? So my bishop on b4 is like cemented here like a rock. So that's alright, but now I want to put some pressure on black's position, how I could do that. So bishop d5 is one idea to pressure on b7. Other than that, I'm trying to stay quite solid. If I could, maybe I'll play pawn to d4. But no problem, my friend, at your late. Once you learn is good. Look, my friend who's spamming with the emojis. We might have to put you in the corner, my friend, to take a sit down. Can't be getting on so. How we continue here? So the problem now, if I take, he'll take with the queen, and he has the outside pass pawn, which could be a little bit unpleasant. So let's play bishop d5. Attack his rook instead. Now I don't know if he missed this or not. If I play bishop b7, but won't he actually simply play rook b8? But if I take bishop takes a6, queen a7, it looks like my bishop is trapped there. It looks to me like I have to play pawn to d4. What about c4? c4 opens up his bishop and generally does not seem like a desirable move. My bishop is solid here, but no more. Hello, my friend. Where are you coming from? Looks like you're very excited for the stream here. All right.
Music licensing reimagined.
So try and be solid here. Try and consolidate. Trying to see what's going on here.
Artlist IO.
Alright, so he plays rook b8.
Music licensing.
How do we now proceed here? Can we start some counterplay against his king? No, doesn't look like it. Maybe this queen f4 we wait around. I will not say anything, but I missed something. I missed something here, guys.
Artlist IO.
Alright, guys, so if we have any new viewers, where you all coming in from? Come across to YouTube and comment here. I'm watching on YouTube. We have a lot of people.
Music licensing.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you for the positivity. Thank you very much, my friend. All right. So he missed that. He actually could have just played bishop d3 and win the exchange. So thankfully he didn't see that. Otherwise, we would have been in some big trouble. Now let's try rook e3, trying to come to the king side. Why, my friend? Why? Yeah, generally when you're down in material, should keep pieces on the board. So I'll prefer bishop b3. So guys, where you coming from? I'm international master Alan Safar Ramoutar from Trinidad and Tobago, here from the Caribbean. Hello, my friend. Hello, good to see you here again. Good to see you here again. Tuning in, my friend. I always like when we see some usual viewers. Now we have these occasional fools who like to spam the chat, say some nonsense. But you know, we have our usual viewers and people who actually want to learn chess. So that's always very good. So guys, here what we learn in this game is how to defend our worst position. So we blundered up on early on, and we're fighting, trying to stay in the game, trying to create some counterplay. So when you're down in material, it's not a good idea to trade pieces, because then it's easier for your opponent to navigate against threats. You generally should keep pieces on the board. Does he want to play queen f5 to trade queens? Maybe. If I play h4, queen f5,
Licensing.
I'm thinking if that could be his idea. It's hard to understand if that's his idea. Let's see if he wants to actually play that. I'm not sure how good this queen f5 could be. Can I not play some rook g3 here? But then he plays king h7.
Artlist IO.
Rook g3, king h7. Can I not play this queen h6? And take queen takes g6. Because of the pin here. Did he miss that, guys? Did he miss that?
Licensing reimagined.
Queen g4. He's trying to defend now. But looks like we should be better here now, honestly. Yeah, let's just trade the queens and take on e7 would be my guess.
Artlist IO.
Now this pawn is weak. Our bishop is quite strong on b3. So we had a worse position, but now we have a turnaround of events. Bishop f6 is attacking h4 and there. Okay, cool. He can do that. Where do I move with my rook? Huh. Rook e3, bishop h4. Rook c7. I'm scared my rook will get trapped.
Artlist.io.
Let's try here. I doubt my rook could get trapped. Can my rook really get trapped, guys? Anyways, let's try to play a little bit faster here. Keep up the momentum. Let's take bishop d6.
Music licensing.
Let's see what the guy really wants. Rook d8. Okay. How is this opposite color bishop staying for me? I think we could go for this opposite color bishops, honestly. Let's play g3, kick his bishop, bring my other rook in. I want rook e4 or rook e5. Let's take here now. Let's take rook f7. Anyways, let's play faster. He's probably trying to flag us here. You know these guys play.
Music licensing.
Rook e5. Okay, we want rook h7 mate. Rook h7 would be checkmate. I don't know how he's going to stop that so easily. Do we have him here, guys? Do we have him here? Do we got him? Do we got him?
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's take this. Rook h6. He's trying to beat me by time. He's trying to beat me by time, guys. Let's not lose by time, guys. I'll answer your questions very soon. There's a critical moment here, guys. I just don't want to run out of time here. Let's just get the pass pawn.
Music licensing reimagined.
This bishop f7, e6, e7. Take this pawn. e6. Simply rook e8. I'm gonna play e7. Bishop g4.
Artlist.io.
This guy's playing for some cheap tricks, but we got him here. Just play e7, get queen. No tricks for you, sir. You ain't flagging nobody today. Take checkmate. Take checkmate. You ain't getting me today. Alright, my friend, you could, Mr. D Chester, you can send me a 5-minute unrated challenge. Sure. Send me a 5-minute unrated challenge. Alright, guys, you could send like some unrated challenges here. Either 3+2 or 5+0 unrated.
Artlist.io.
So, Mr. Ricky Chess says, sir, I can't imagine Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. That's what we're here to do. I hope you'll learn something from the games. That's the most important thing, guys. For you all to learn from the games. Because truly, guys, is my job is that I'm not really a professional streamer, guys. When everyone wanted me to stream, I was very hesitant, to be honest. Because to me, streamers were people who, entertainers and having fun. But when I stream here, I want to make something different. I want it to be educational. I want you guys to actually learn. I want you guys to, feel like you learn something, you're a better chess player. It doesn't, our stream will of course be entertaining, but doesn't always have to be that. The goal is you learn something. I explain my thoughts as an international master, professional chess coach. Mr. Ricky Chess, let me explain you what you should do, my friend. So if you have a problem visualizing, then I have the perfect solution for you, my friend. You need to buy this chess book called Cognitive Chess. Let me find it. I recommended this to one of my students. It's a brilliant chess book that helps with your visualization. And the whole book is meant to be done blindfolded. So it starts off simple, gets harder. Let me find the book for you, my friend. Don't worry, I'll accept the challenges, my friend. Don't worry. I'm going to accept the challenge, but I'm going to answer you. Let me get this here. Book. Yes, so it's this book here that I think will be very good for you. Cognitive Chess. It helps cognitive chess improving visualization and calculation skills. I think it will really take your game to the next level. So I have more than one book, my friend. I have 5 courses on Chessable. I have courses to beat the Sicilian defense. I have Scotch Gambit for white. I became an international master in only 5 years of playing chess. I started the game at 13 and already at 18 I was an international master. I wrote a course on that. I wrote courses on preparation and psychology in chess on the great Victor Korchnoi, whose wife was kidnapped before he played the World Chess Championship, but he still managed to play. I wrote many courses, my friend. I have like the 6 and 7 ones coming out. So let me see the challenges here. Did you all send it in? Okay, let me play you, my friend. I didn't see your Mr. Faizan. I didn't see your challenge here. I saw my friend here, Mr. Raj Kamale here. You can send your challenge after and I'll accept it. D4, let's play bishop b5, check. Knight c6, let's take f4. Okay, I'm gonna play knight f3. So as usual in the opening, I wanna complete my development relatively quickly. Let me grab the bishop. Okay, so I generally want to complete my development quickly and get my pieces in the game here. That's usually my basic simple strategy here. Nothing too complex, nothing that people can't understand. I like to play simple chess. And guys, if you want to become a premium chess.com member, I of course have my affiliate link in the live description. If you want to take your chess to the next level, unlock premium features of chess.com and be part of the world's largest exclusive chess club. So 94 here, undermining the d6 pawn.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'll kick his knight here, see where he's gonna go. Sorry, sir, I have to send your knight back. I have to kick back your knight. So really on this channel here, we appreciate all the regular commentators and the regular subscribers. We truly love when I see a message from a regular here. It makes my day here. So thank for all the regulars who tuning in again to watch the stream. Truly thank you very much to you guys. How do we continue here now? Let's play b3 simply.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm gonna get my remaining bishop into the game. That's a good move. play knight d6 and sacrifice a pawn, but there's absolutely no need for that, honestly. There's no need.
Artlist IO.
Play knight g3. I'm keeping the game simple. When there's no need to play complicated chess, there's no need to complicate matters at all. Simple chess always wins. Remember that, guys. Simple chess wins. What is the best opening to play the Sicilian? I know it's the best opening to play against the Sicilian. It's what I made in my course. It's what I'm playing in this game, knight c3. Here I can just put my knight on e4, my friend. So yeah, I like that because you see the open Sicilian is too much theory. It's like computer chess. It's not human chess. People prepare too much. Everyone knows that. But generally in chess, you should choose some principal openings, but choose some options that people know a bit less. That's why I made in my course against Sicilian defense on Chessable. So let's see what my friend wants to do here. He's thinking. Found some good moves, but he's still in a tough spot.
Artlist IO.
Alright, now my friend, I'm coming for your pawn here on c5, my friend. I want to take it. My intentions are not hidden. No, not Grand Prix attack, my friend, not Grand Prix. It's a modern version of the close Sicilian. In my course, it's basically we choose a different reply based on black's reply. It's not the Grand Prix attack. It's the Grand Prix attack. If black goes wrong, then we play it's an improved version of the Grand Prix attack. That's how you could call it. Let's take the pawn here, my friend. Alright, thank you. Take the pawn here. Drink some water. This is the secret of chess players. Water is very good.
Artlist IO.
Alright, let's simply take back here. Now his d4 pawn is also hanging.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's take here on a1. So my friend, it looks like I'm going to be up 2 pawns. I'm very happy here with my position. I must say, my friend, I'm very happy here. Your knight is also not looking too bright. The bishop also is not looking too good, my friend. Knight d6, the octopus knight. That is correct. Should we go for it, my friend? Huh. We won the octopus knight on d6.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we have Skiller knight. Slowly but surely, I'm going to turn my attention to the king side. Queen e3. I'm getting out of the spin from his rook. He wants to get rid of my octopus knight. At least that was a good move by him. I must say that's a good idea. Can I play rook a1 actually? What is he going to do with his bishop? Remember, I'm up material here, so I honestly don't need to do anything too complex to win. I should just maintain a safe position. Let's play c5 now. Cement the knight here and make his bishop not look too good on b7. That is right. So we have the octopus knight here. I like that too. take back this way. Why I took back this way? I want my other knight to have e5 square. The other way completely fine too. So knight now comes into e5. Position looks quite tough for black. Rook now comes to a7. Position looks like a piece of art. I mean, the knight is very beautiful. The rook is in the game. These pawns. And now I simply could take with the rook here. I could have taken with the knight. But just look at the picture of this position. The queen can't really move. The rook can't move. The bishop can't really move. That is what we get from the octopus knight. Okay, sacrifices. Let's play f5 because he can't take because of queen e7 check. Alright, good game, my friend. Good game. Good game. Good game, my friend. So someone else wanted to send me a challenge, but I don't know where he went. Yeah, good game, my friend. You played well, especially you played much stronger than your rating. Mr. Faizan, are you still here? Did you send your challenge? Mr. Faizan, are you here? One viewer here said he wanted to send a challenge before, so I'm just checking if he's still in. Mr. Faizan, are you here?
Music licensing reimagined.
Thank you, my friend. This is the Caribbean accent. This is from Trinidad and Tobago, my friend. I'm the highest rated player from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm coming to you, my friend. 1 second. So where you coming from, Mr. M for life? So if you want some instructive chess, if you want some to truly learn, you're in the right place, my friend. We are not these random streamers just randomly talking about chess. Here you actually learn. Here you actually learn some real chess. Caribbean style here. So we playing. We have a strong subscriber here. We playing. Has a quite high rating here. So let's try to battle it out here. Okay, d5. I'll take this serious. Guy has a high rating here. Guys playing jokes with us here. Play pawn d6. Bishop d6. Nice and safe chess. Pawn h6 simply. Okay, this can't be correct. Cannot be correct.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's just play 97, cover d5 square. Rook e8. Let's move king g8. No need to give him the strong pawn on e5. This alien gambit is not too bad from my experience. For white is actually causes some trouble. How do you deal with this?
Music licensing reimagined.
Queen e7. Thank you, my friend. Where you coming from? So this guy sacrifices knight by initiative here. Let's ignore his stress. Let's just play c5 here. Let him take that pawn. Let's take this here.
Music licensing reimagined.
How we could develop here? Can we play? Play knight f8. Let him take on h6.
Artlist IO.
Let him take there. We simply continue our development. We'll continue like nothing happened. Okay.
Music licensing reimagined.
Now let's try taking here. Okay, it's probably not the wisest. Can we just play? He wants rook g5.
Artlist IO.
Can we move out of the way with king h8?
Music licensing reimagined.
Our opponent is playing surprisingly very good. Let's see how they handle this remaining situation.
Artlist IO. Music licensing reimagined.
Situation is not too pleasant. Never pleasant to have a king like that.
Artlist IO.
We're trying our best to defend here. We will see. We'll just get out of that pin.
Artlist IO.
Maybe we're gonna play this. Not sure how good this defensive mechanism is, but we will see.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, we need to play a little bit faster. King g8. Don't tell me we gotta play g6. Position looks quite fragile. Very funny position. Thanks.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I didn't like this position too much. He saw that quite quickly. King takes. Alright, looks like we got mated there. What went on there?
Music licensing.
So where did we go wrong there? 97, rook e8. Yeah, we just play c5, and how do we meet this queen g3? Rook e7, c3, cd4, cd4. That was tough, my friend. That was tough. These gambits are not easy. Knight f8. Huh. Yeah, this position generally, even though the engine says black is better, it looks very tough for black here. I must say this. Yeah, it does look a little bit tough for black.
Music licensing
Huh.
reimagined.
Yeah, we should play knight f8. And the play just put my king on g8 here. It looks a little bit strange. Yeah, but at least the king is safe here. So yeah, next time this rook e8 was on the correct plan of defense. You see, look how we usually queen e7, lateral move. Yeah, my friend, good game, good game, good game. Knight f8 is a blunder here, bishop b4. Yeah, this was not easy. This here, queen e7. The rook shouldn't go to knight f8, and I guess king g8.
Music licensing reimagined.
Wow. The king g8 here I should have played and it would be equal, okay. Yeah, this was already lost. Huh. Alright guys. So Mr. M for life. Where you coming from, Mr. Smango? Who? Where you coming from here? So if anyone's here for the first time, I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar from Trinidad and Tobago, from the Caribbean island. And we want to bring you all to some educative chess here. We don't want you all to leave the stream and not learning anything. We like you all to learn. We like you all to grow and become better chess players. So I hope today everyone took away something about chess. Everyone learned something at least. Or in the worst case, you had fun, but I'm sure everyone learned something today. We had a lot of very instructive session here today. We had some new viewers, so thank you guys for joining in. And, hopefully subscribing here, because we plan to be very active here and take over the chess.com scene. We plan here to bring Caribbean style here and to stream here quite often. Some people say they don't like my accent, they can't understand me, but for those who like it, very good. That's the authentic kind of chess here. We're not putting on any fake accent or fake show. You'll get the real thing, authentic, straight, and the real Caribbean style. Thank you very much, my friend. Good game, by the way. So alright here, guys. So Mr. M for life, Mr. Smango, any new guys here, be sure to subscribe. Stay tuned. And you all could be sure to get a lot of informative. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. You all could be sure to get a lot of instructive tips. We have some plans, guys. I have some big news, guys. So for the subscribers and for my true fans and for those of you who are interested in the stream, very soon I'm actually currently making a plan to make a summer crusade. I'm planning out my tournaments that I'll play for the summer to slowly head towards the Grandmaster title, making a slow and steady run for the GM title. I've set the plan that within the next 2 years, 3 years maximum, to move again towards the GM title. And for this summer, I'm planning out a series of tournaments, guys. So I'm currently talking with the organizers, trying to confirm some participation, make some agreements, some deals. And once I know exactly which tournaments I'll be playing in June, July, and August, I'll lay out the list for you guys to know, and you all could follow me here. So I'm hoping it'll be good, but generally for me, and for as a working chess coach and chess player, it's not always easy to go tournaments, to take out time and invest a lot of money. But now, usually, if you're an international master and if you, you have a lot of subscribers on YouTube and you're a good streamer, can I teach you how to play the Sicilians? Which Sicilian specifically, my friend? Do you have any specific Sicilian in mind? I know the Sheveshnikov, the Rousers, classical Sicilian. Those I know. I know those quite well.
Music licensing reimagined.
We can investigate that for a future topic, my friend. You can always put that in the comments of a YouTube video for sure, and we can definitely investigate that. So I believe nobody has said many challenges. I'm very sorry we had one. The Sicilian Khan. That's like Taimanov and Khan. Yeah, I know that. We can investigate that. Our live stream. Don't worry, I'll have that as an idea in the future. For white. Yes. We can investigate that. Don't worry. I recommend. Let's go to the analysis board. Against e6, I like to play this line with queen takes d4. Knight c6, queen e3, knight f6, knight f3. I played this in classical tournament and against a 2600 federated player. We drew the game, unfortunately, but I was winning from the opening. I had a much better position. It ended up in a draw, but I used this and I was much better here. I recommend this in my course on Chessable. I have a full course on Chessable against Sicilian defense, my friend, so it's not expensive. If you could afford that, I definitely recommend you to check that out. You could wait for when it goes on discount or some sale. So guys, thank you all for tuning in. Be sure, I hope you all subscribe. Stay tuned. And always look out on my YouTube. There's a lot of content you all could watch, rewatch, and learn. And if you all want to check out my courses on Chessable, as I said, become a chess.com premium member with the affiliate link. But guys, that's the stream for today. I have a lesson now I need to teach my student. My students are waiting for me to give them some lessons. So they are serious. So those guys, they watch my stream, but they want those private lessons too. They want to take the game to the next level as quickly as they can. I need to teach them, my friends. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next stream, guys.